And welcome back to Life Leadership with Alex Urbina, right here in your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. So for the entire show, we've been talking about self-leadership. And before we went on the break, we were talking about the overcoming the 5 interpersonal addictions. And that's how you'll know that you're becoming a stronger self-leader is you'll slowly start to surrender these things. One being right. The righteousness and letting go of being right is going to stop all the arguments and the conflicts that you're having, and it's going to free you up to be in a conversation, a powerful conversation, rather than resisting what other people have to say and defending your point to being
understanding
right.
too.
Absolutely. Yeah. The second one that we went over was control. And there's universal law that there's things that you can control and the things that you can't. Understanding what they are and being clear about that will really create some freedom in your life, and it'll really balance the power to your favor. Right. The third thing is being safe. I think that people like to stay in their comfort zone, and they like to be safe. They don't like to take risks and get out there. And I believe that addiction to being safe, if there's no risk, there's no reward. You're not growing. You're not developing. You're not learning. And the question I like to throw out there is, at what point do we stop learning? Is it when we get out of high school? Is it when we get out of college? At what point do we just say, all right, I know it all already and I'm good to go?
Well, and the being safe too, just to clarify, is something outside of your intuition. So something coming from the less analytical side. If something is dangerous, then obviously you will want to make smart choices and not put yourself at risk.
We're not talking about physical. We're talking about interpersonal, being safe, where you don't stand up for yourself, where you don't speak up,
right?
Where you don't take those necessary risks in interpersonal relationships. We're not talking about safe, meaning walking down the blind alley in the dark. You know. So I think being safe is one of those ones that we have to really surrender and give ourselves permission to get out of our comfort zone and take some risks. And then number 4 is looking good. And being committed to your ego, right? And how you want the world to see you as, rather than just being authentic.
Yes.
But committed to looking good and saving face all the time. I believe it's just an unconscious practice.
That's a tough one, the looking good, because I think our ego gets formed very young in our lives, and we develop this wall that we put up that we want people to look at us in a certain way, and that becomes also part of safety, right? How we keep ourselves safe. And so but that
also keeps us in the box, and it keeps us from growing and evolving as human beings.
Well, what happens is we forget that wall even exists, and we start thinking, oh, this is just me. And then you go do a training or something happens, you get a coach and you have a breakthrough in, oh, I didn't even know the wall was here. In fact, the first training of the work that we've done is all about realizing, hey, there's a wall up.
That's right.
There's a box. I'm in a box.
It's actually you seeing yourself in a box when the whole 40 years or 50 years you think you've been outside the box the whole time.
Right, you didn't even know there was a box.
Yeah, that's that wake-up call. And then number 5, I threw in number 5. Number 5 is being liked by others. I believe that this could be a huge addiction, interpersonal addiction, that we allow ourselves to stay small, to not speak up for ourselves, to tolerate certain things, all because we want to be liked by our peers, by our friends, by our boss, by our wives, our husbands. And it doesn't allow us to say, this is just my opinion, I just want to share it. But it keeps us small, and it's more driven from an approval.
Yes, we want to be part of a team or a group, and we want to belong. I think that's a big part of it. We want to belong. And sometimes we think belonging means playing small, going along with the group, not really voicing my opinion, because you don't want to rock the boat. It's scary when you start rocking the boat.
And it takes courage to not belong, but rather to stand alone, to stand on some principles, some values, and some morals, and stand as a self-leader.
Be a leader.
Be a leader. Be your own self-leader, and do the work necessary to get yourself to that place. And so we have some takeaways from the show for the people that may be just joining in at the last minute, like, oh, I wish I would have caught that earlier.
Yes, so today we're talking about self-leadership, and we've been discussing the definition of self-leadership. And how do you know you're being a self-leader in your life? What are the signs that tell you, okay, I am being a leader in my life? Well, number 1 is standing as responsible for your life versus being a victim. So, and it's just a place to stand from, it's a come from, it's a perception, it's a paradigm shift. Not coming from guilt or shame, but coming from, I'm 100% responsible in a powerful way for my life, versus being a victim to anything in my life. Your car breaking down, your husband being upset with you, whatever. Okay, that's number one. Number two is being your word and keeping your word. So being in integrity with your word. That means you're being a leader. If you're, 99, 100% in integrity with your word, and we learned there's 3 things you can do with your word. You can keep it, break it, or renegotiate it. Very
What
powerful
a concept.
tool. Very powerful tool.
No one's ever taught me how to renegotiate
Exactly.
my word.
Renegotiation, powerful tool. That's what many powerful leaders do because they have so much on their plate.
I love
They're
it.
constantly renegotiating. Number 3 is being bigger than your circumstances. So you're being a leader in your life when your circumstances are not dictating your life. You're dictating your life, meaning you're making the amount of money that you want to be making. You're having the relationships that you want to be having, not based on what's happening outside of you. Whatever circumstances can happen, we keep going to your car breaks down, but whatever, your house gets taken away by foreclosure, that you're still being who you want to be in your life, not based on circumstances, but based on you and your commitment to yourself. And 4 is overcoming those 5 interpersonal addictions that Alex was just talking about. I have definitely at least 3 of those. Being right, wanting to be safe, being in control,
looking good,
yes, and the last one
and being liked by others.
Yes, we
That's
all want to be liked. Yes.
So that's been our show today. I want to thank you guys for being here. We're here every Monday from 1 to 2 p.m. And thanks for joining us here on Life Leadership with Alex Urbina. Stay tuned for more of The Real Side with Joe Messina right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.